Hello there, welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is Pure Nocturne. There's a lot of draw and payload and stuff. Whether everything will pan out, I don't know. Necromancer would, okay, so there's a Nocturne interaction that's pretty strong, which is Necromancer Tragic Hero. Tragic Hero trashes itself, and it basically, you can have multiple copies of it in there, and then you have a bunch of Necromancers, which can also function as Tragic Heroes. And also, Tragic Heroes treasure gaining isn't dependent on trashing it. It's not trash this to gain a treasure if you did or whatever. It's just trash this and gain a treasure, so there's no conditional there. So you can, even if the treasure hero is in the trash, if you play with a big enough hand with a Necromancer, you still can gain golds. And that can be a quite powerful way to scale up your payload. Plus it always gives plus buy. I mean, it's a good thing. And unfortunately, Necromancer is bugged, so we won't be able to necessarily rely on that. It may be a little bit random whether or not it even works out. Sometimes the piles get mixed up in the trash, and then you can't play as many copies of things as you ought to be able to, which is unfortunate. If the trashing were a little better, you'd almost think like Curse Village, Sacred Grove is pretty good, but the trashing isn't great. I mean, it's a little slow, I guess. It could work out. Because you have all the pieces here for a nice Drought X deck. Conclave plays well with that as well. Tracker probably helps it out a good amount. I just think the Exorcist Vampire is it's just a little hard to remove the copper. I mean, I guess you can still play that kind of deck using Crypt as well, but Crypt is likely to be valuable here at some point. Figuring out how to do that, I'm not sure. I'm going to play this by ear, but I think I'm going to open silver. I guess it depends on what you wanted to try and do, right? Whether you go like Silver Exorcist or Silver Conclave, or like Tracker Conclave, Tracker Exorcist, those kinds of things. The Tracker is not unreasonable, but it certainly isn't good at getting you to $5. Neither is the Exorcist, though, so. So this is kind of the worst of all possible draws here. That's not true. That's not close to true. But it isn't really what you want. You don't really want your silver and your Exorcist to collide. But we did hit Exorcist with a estate, so that's nice. Maybe I'll get a Necromancer here. And I guess here I'll pick up the Tracker. Money's a little better now, but... So... You can top deck like a Conclave or something. I don't know if we're ready to lose the pouch yet. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. I'm not going to top deck it, there's no point. I maybe should have trashed the copper. But... Okay. We could just Zombie Mason this Blessed Village into a thing. Wouldn't be crazy. We can also probably Zombie Spy and hit 5. It gets us a little more cycling at the loss of getting a boon, basically, if we had just if we Zombie Masoned into a 5 and bought another Blessed Village. Or also it misses, I guess, the opportunity to swap your card for another one. Oh, we really do need a Tragic Hero. What was on top? I think we have Exorcist on top, right? Well, now it's Vampire, but still, that's good too. We can, so this is kind of cute because of the night. Because night's after the buy phase, we bought this Blessed Village. We top decked a Vampire with, so now we can just we just get to play it. It's actually really good. It's very, very helpful. So we have the tracker. Yeah, this rules. Anyway, hooray me, I guess. And we find the bat right off, so that's cool. I'm going to Zombie Apprentice this Blessed Village just to try and draw more cards for both our trashing situation here and just to move through the deck. We could think about losing the pouch for a Wisp at this point. It's not especially good here. But it's probably not. Unfortunately, we didn't find an estate, which would have been nice. Or the estate. Or the silver even would have been really nice. I would have Exorcist the silver probably here. Can we still hit? No, well. 1, 2. I think we just have to decline this. So unfortunately, we're either... I think I am going to trash the pouch. We need to buy another 5. I'm going to put this on top. Guess we could trash the Exorcist. We almost get to the village. We don't quite get to the village, which is unfortunate. This is a pretty bad draw. I mean, the vampire part was good. Of course. We're probably not too far from a spot where Crypt looks nice. Unfortunately, we're in the same spot here where we don't have... You play this Tragic Hero, but why? We do have a lot of Wisps, which is cool. Maybe I just buy a silver, actually. Hopefully we find some Tragic Heroes up here. Cool. Wouldn't mind activating just right off the bat here. Man, these draws. I mean, there's not a lot of villages, but there are Necro and Blessed still in here. Okay. This isn't a very big crypt, depending on what we want to do with it. But it's still pretty nice. This is all messed up. So you can click on this one a third time and it activates this one. The stacking is so bugged in this game. That's the Necro bug too. I get promised. I'm not super worried about this unless we can't get I trying to say? I guess I should have just discarded coppers or something. Anyway. Okay, so we have 2 vampires, which is probably not the right number. I probably bought the vampire at a poor time. I can admit that. What would be really nice would be to get Forest's Gift. Which we did get. So that's cool. Pretty pumped about that. I may wait to play the other vampire. Maybe one of these should have been... I don't know if that discard's correct or not, but maybe one of those should have been... we do have a lot of wisps. It's actually not too bad here. Just because we still, I mean, of course the wisps themselves, but also okay. Yeah, we're never gonna draw that, but okay. Well, we could get ghosts. That might be good. We have 3 buys. We could just go 17 is actually a pretty good number. I don't know if we actually care about Ghost at this point, actually. 20 is also a pretty good number. We may be a little bit beyond the point of caring about Ghost. I don't know. We get another turn, likely one more turn. 17 is pretty good. Maybe we'll try the Ghost. We're gonna go Province, Necromancer, Tragic Hero. We're going to Exorcist this and gain a Ghost. We're gonna Vampire. Ooh, we even hit a Province, so okay. Top deck. Maybe we don't top deck it. I mean, it depends on if we find another village, then it's quite good to have it top decked. Whatever. There's not going to be a lot of, we're going to remove a lot of this, so. I don't know how much to pull out. We're going to be getting more golds, of course. Maybe just 2 of the golds. This is always a little bit hard because you're trying not to like mess up the payload too much, but also not trying to mess up the draw too much. And you're going to be gaining a bunch more you're going to be gaining a bunch more golds, so I probably should have just left them off, to be honest, but let's see if we can play. Oh, we do. So this pile is still okay. Somehow there were 2 piles of Tragic Hero, so we're still able to play another one, which is, I'm happy. More wisps. We're really wispy people here. Okay. So the nice thing now, beyond the fact that we're just like super far ahead, besides that, what are we at, 21? Let's see. We could just kind of push for finishing. We don't need another ghost. We can finish on this next turn. So we can actually trash the Exorcist. We ghost a Tragic Hero, and we'll gain another Tragic Hero. Top deck it. We want to, so, I mean, this isn't super important, but actually it works either way. It doesn't matter. I was going to say something, but it's not actually true, so. Let's see how many of these we get to do with the Necro. Only 1. That sucks. That's a bummer. I maybe should have apprenticed the... I probably should have apprenticed the whatever. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I should have apprenticed the Wisp. We can probably get another estate. What did I play it as? Just as a Blessed Village? That didn't make any sense. I like clearly should have apprenticed it. Anyway. Let's put all these aside. We gotta make sure there's all these on the crypt. I ran pretty well. I mean, I don't know what Heart AI was doing really. The hexes can be pretty harmful. I didn't watch all of them. Certainly we got a Locust Province, which is pretty brutal, though that doesn't make any sort of difference to this score. This is actually a really cool Nocturne board. I mean, these are all actually two basically entire decks that are different payload and draw that are being represented here between the Cursed Village, Sacred Grove stuff. The problem with that is it just needs better trashing. And you can supplement a little bit with Crypt, but the Crypt putting the treasures into hand then isn't super friendly to the Cursed Village stuff. But the Tragic Hero stuff just runs. Like Crypt, Tragic Hero, Necromancer is in and of itself like something to just run. Well, not in and of itself. You do need a village, but anyway, we play with almost all the Kingdom, and it was showing off some cool night stuff as well. So, fun board. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will catch you all tomorrow.